Jake never thought he had a money problem. At 25, his life looked pretty normal. He had a decent job, a small apartment, a reliable car, and spent his weekends with friends or just scrolling on his phone. From the outside, everything seemed fine. And honestly, even Jake believed that. He wasn't drowning in debt. He wasn't struggling to survive. But deep down, something just felt off. It would show up in small moments, like when his paycheck hit his account, and for a brief second, he felt rich. Then, just a few days later, that feeling would be gone. Bills, groceries, gas, subscriptions, random spending. And somehow, the money just vanished. Every single month. It was the same cycle, over and over. One evening, after a long day, Jake sat on his couch and opened his banking app. He wasn't expecting anything shocking, but what he saw made him pause. His balance wasn't zero, but it wasn't growing either. It was just stuck. Like his entire financial life was on repeat. Earn, spend, repeat. He sighed and started scrolling through his recent transactions. A coffee here, lunch there, a subscription, late night food delivery. Nothing unusual, nothing reckless, just everyday spending. But then he did something different. He grabbed a pen and started adding it all up. Not just for that day, but for the entire week. The number he saw was over $140 on things he barely even remembered buying. That's when a simple, almost ridiculous thought crossed his mind. What if I just stopped spending $20 a day? At first, he laughed it off. $20? How could something that small even matter? It felt insignificant. But the idea didn't leave him. That night, Jake made a decision. Not a dramatic one. No complicated plan. Just one simple rule. Save $20 every single day. No excuses. The next morning, things felt different. When he walked into his usual coffee shop, he paused. $6 for a coffee suddenly didn't feel like just coffee. It felt like a choice, a trade. Present comfort ... or future freedom. He turned around, went home, and made coffee himself. That day he skipped takeout and cooked at home. By the end of the day, he had saved his first $20. It didn't feel like a big win, but it felt like a start. A month passed, then another. Soon, Jake was saving around $600 a month. Now the number started to feel real. But then came a bigger question. What do I do with this money? He knew that just saving wasn't enough. So Jake started learning about how money actually grows. That's when he discovered a concept that changed everything: compound interest. He learned about the average stock market returns, around 8% a year over the long term. It wasn't flashy or exciting, but it was consistent, and consistency was the key. So Jake made another decision. He wouldn't just save his $20 a day. He would invest it. Every single month, he invested his $600. No overthinking, no trying to time the market. Just steady, disciplined action. The first year, nothing dramatic happened. It felt slow, almost boring. And this is where most people quit. But Jake kept going. Year 2, same routine. Year 3, still consistent. But then, something started to shift. His money wasn't just growing because of his contributions anymore. It was growing because of itself. By year 5, Jake checked his account and froze. The number had crossed $40,000. He stared at the screen. Not because it made him rich, but because it made him realize something powerful. This is actually working. The future finally felt possible. Years passed. Life happened. There were moments when saving $20 a day felt difficult. But Jake never stopped, because by now it wasn't just a habit. It was part of who he was. Then came year 10. Jake casually opened his investment account, not expecting anything special. But when the screen loaded ... he froze. The number read, over $100,000, not from luck, not from a massive salary, but from one simple decision made 10 years ago. Let's break it down. $20 a day is $7,200 a year. Over 10 years, that's $72,000 invested. Add an average 8% return and the total grows to over 100 grand. No tricks, no shortcuts. Just math. But the real transformation wasn't the money. It was Jake. He was no longer stressed about small expenses. He had control. He understood something most people never do. The power isn't in the amount. It's in the consistency. Almost anyone can find $20 a day. It's hidden in small choices, skipping unnecessary purchases, saying no to things that don't truly matter. Individually, these choices feel small, almost invisible, but over time, they become everything. Time will pass anyway. In 10 years, you'll still be older. The only question is, will your decisions work for you or against you? Because one path leads to progress, the other leads to regret. It all starts with something so small, most people ignore it. So next time you're about to spend that money, pause. Think, is this helping your future or stealing from it? One day you'll look back and either say, I'm glad I started, or I wish I had. You don't need to change your entire life today. You just need to change one decision. Right now, just $20. And that's how $20 a day turns into 100,000. Thanks for watching.